Hi, I'm Ian Fisher. I'm the creator and tournament director of UP Ice Anglers. We're a virtual tournament series we started last year in 2025. This video will cover various aspects of the tournament. There's some how-to sections and also some informational sections for the season. All you need is a smartphone with the Fish Donkey app, a bump board, and a fish. There's no brand requirement for bump boards. All you have to have is a commercial made. What I mean by commercial made is someone has to have manufactured it. It has to have real lines. I've had someone where they Sharpied inch marks in here. That does not count. I won't accept that for measurements. If you had that and you measured in here, I would still accept it, but anything like that, we're not going to accept. So you want to place your fish here, the mouth closed up against the bump. If you need to hold it, only hold it here. Keep your hand out of the gill plate area. And you can fan the tail however you need to. Just do not pull the fish away like so. When you take a picture, if you're fanning it, kind of hold the camera up so that you can get the whole fish. And that'll be accepted. If your fish is too large for the bump board, you can use a tape measure. So you just have to keep the fish on the bump board, butt that tape measure up to the bump, and then take your measurement. Make sure that you have the tape in the photo, and if you fan the tail, have it so that the tape measure is on the tail so that you can get an accurate measurement. There's no brand requirement for a tape measure. It just has to be commercially made And you have to have a flat surface to bump it up to, so I just like to use the bump board plate itself. Brief overview of the tournament. This is a virtual fishing tournament. We use the Fish Donkey app. The tournament will run from January through March, same as it did last year. We are still doing catch and release, with the release video being required. And as a reminder, it's to eliminate multiple submissions of a single fish on a catch, so you can't take a fish that you have in a bucket and submit it again. The score is based off of a stringer of either 5 or 10 fish, depending on the species, and the sum of your stringer is your total score. There is some practice tournaments that you can practice entering fish in if you're new, or if you just want to do a refresher. There's also some instructional videos provided by Fish Donkey that are linked in the tab in our tournament. As of right now, registration will close February 8th at 9 p.m. Also, to new anglers, and a reminder for past anglers, if you are having any technical difficulties with the Fish Donkey app, please reach out to their support team through the app. You can click the small person icon in the upper right corner and then go to the contact us option. They're really responsive and they know their system well. But otherwise, feel free to reach out to me first, and if I can't help you, I'm going to just direct you to them. My contact info is listed in the Fish Donkey app under our tournaments as well. Some rules and regulations. Please read the rules and regulations tab in the Fish Donkey app to make sure you understand all the tournament rules. This is a catch and release tournament with a video of release required. Use the proper bump boards as covered before. Make sure the fish's mouth is closed and touching the bump board plate. Provide good clear pictures and videos. If you're questioning the acceptability of a photo, you should probably retake it. You can take as many photos as you need in the camera and then select what ones to send in afterwards. If the tail fin crosses a graduation line, you are allowed to round up to the next mark. You can close the tail fin, but if someone is doing this action excessively, where it raises any question of the accuracy of a measurement, it may be denied. Only public accessible waters in the 906 area code are valid fishing waters. There is a map with drawn lines indicating rough borders, and that's in one of the tabs in the tournament page. Any Wisconsin water on our adjoining water bodies is prohibited to fish on for the tournament, and if fish are submitted from these waters, you will be disqualified. Some financial topics. Wanted to go over a breakdown of our entry fee for the year. It's pretty much stayed the same, other than I think it went up a little bit from last year's. So for the Predator series, it is a $35 entry fee. $10 will go to each species payout pool. If you do not want to fish for one or two of the species, the entry fee doesn't change, but you can contact me and declare what you want your entry fee to be for, whether it's walleye, pike, perch, or you want to mix two, or if you just want the one. If you did all three, it'll be $10 per species. If you did two, we're going to split it and do $15 per species. And if you choose only one, all of that entry fee is going to go to the entry fee pool. We had to set it up this way because I cannot set up the app to only allow you to fish one or two, and the pricing, it just didn't work. I was contacted by Fish Donkey about it. It's just not how their system's set up. So the same system will apply to the Panfish series entry fee as well. The other $5 that's there is a service fee / funding cost. So a portion of that $5 is going to cover the transaction fee that we get charged by Stripe, which is what our payments are ran through in the app. The remaining portion will be put into a pool to fund shipping costs and any of the materials to ship stuff at the end of the season. I spent a bit of money last year just to get everything shipped out, and I was totally fine with that, but this year I would like to put what I spent in shipping last year more towards other purposes to help build this tournament, so that small funding amount helps the tournament as a whole. Another financial topic for new anglers and returning anglers is I wanted to remind and let everyone know I do not get paid to do this, and I never intend to. I just thoroughly enjoy organizing, putting these tournaments on for a UP-wide fishing community. Last year I didn't have nearly as much time involved as I already have had this year, since I started this up so late last year. But I've been working on tournament setup since end of August, and UP Ice Fishing and Hunting Expo was our first event of the year. So 2025 Expo recap, just a little bit of info from the Expo. We had a booth at the UP Ice Fishing and Hunting Expo this year. At the expo, we had a small demonstration station set up to show how fish are submitted in the app. We also displayed information on the tournament and discussed the tournament with new interested anglers and got to talk to some of the anglers that competed last year as well. We had a good amount of people interested. There was a total of 50 people that stopped into the booth, and 25 of them had very high interest or signed up to be contacted about the tournament when registration opens. Last year we had 32 entries total, so I'm hoping this year with that outreach with the expo, we could probably get around 50 to 60 or hopefully more. New tournaments that we're looking at running. While at the expo, I was approached about running some tournaments in conjunction with a local business. The Vagabond Resort here in Rapid River would like to work together to create some single event tournaments for all anglers to join. We're looking at starting with at least one tournament, and we may do a couple more over the course of the ice season, depending on the turnout for the first one. These would likely be a single day event with prize money based on the angler participation, kind of the same as what our seasonal one is. And they had talked about donating some funding for awards as well. We'll be meeting with them to discuss this further, and I'll post updates on this on our Facebook page.